a small workshop on the first floor, crammed with odds and ends, unfinished robots, and designs, exactly as I imagined in that it English. Exactly as I imagined it in facts. October 15th, 1937. The factory is working very well. Orders for toys keep making in, spurred on by the run-up to Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Varberg, people would ask me if I had any relation to the Berlin factory. Now I know the effect that Hans' genius has had on the factory renown. November 2nd, 1937. To make myself useful, I started helping father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that for the first time ever, I had the impression that the three of us form a real family. December 8th, 1937. Hans never ceased to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behavior is so very different. In his workshop, he is serious, concentrated, a proper young man who keeps his eye on everything going on, consistently on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is very own infant. At home, he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or a happy-go-lucky buffoon. Christmas. The most wonderful Christmas of my whole life. Hans and I could not stop giggling like children beneath father's disapproving glare. I know that he was only pretending, really. Our hearts are full of hope. Are so full of hope. July 5th, 1938. Hans came to see me in my bedroom yesterday evening. I felt terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed. Hans wants to leave. Leave Van Linen, the house and the factory. He wants to go traveling. He doesn't know where to go, or for how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him his plans were foolish. He left my room without a word. His head bowed. January 7th, 1938. I thought that he wanted to leave because of father. Not at all. It's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. I thought he had gotten over his obsession. I know my father only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. He will not listen to reason. January 10th, 1938. I was so selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and asked him gently if he was sure of his decision. I already know what the reply is going to be. Nothing will change his mind. January 19th, 1938. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to father. I fear the worst. January 24th, 1938. The worst was worse than my fears. Father's anger was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except for Gertrude, who feeds him. February 1st, 1938. Father has decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes him to abandon his Excuse me, sorry, I'm not trying to yawn so much, you guys. I'm sorry. Has abandoned his infinital's decision. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent, yet highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. February 6th, 1938. As soon as Gertrude returns from the factory, I hasten to get news of my little brother. He doesn't say anything. He just fiddles with bits and pieces. She replies every day with a sigh. I have tried desperately to reason with Father, but I know I am just wasting my breath. February 9th, 1938. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday. February 20th, 1938. In secret, Gertrude delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It's a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. I quivered with emotion as I turned the key. A message it gave was simple. He was telling me he loved me very, very much. February 21st. 21st. That doesn't feel right with the TH. Without the ST. 1938. Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. Hans is truly incredible. He has found a means of communicating between us and us alone in total secret. February 27th, 1938. My days are spent eagerly awaiting Hans' messages. He has now resolved to run away. He is preparing his escape, like if it was a game. March 6th, 1938. Gertrude has returned, and she is beside herself. Hans has disappeared. Father has not even deigned to return to the workshop where he locked up his son, nor find out how he managed to escape. Oh, I didn't know we were in ads. Whoops. I was not paying attention. Okay, welcome back from ads. Sorry, I was making me a Debbie. And speaking of Debbie, Debbie is the sponsor of this video. And I am making a Calio cream. It is exactly like the oranges and cream ice cream. It is very, very delicious. I highly recommend it. Okay, where was I? And I do apologize. I did not know we were in ads, so I just kept reading out loud. Now, where did I put my cap? Ah, right there. Okay, Nora found out how he managed to escape. He just gave me a black look, as if he knew we were up to something behind his back. March 7th, 1938. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans has gone. I miss him so much. Lord, please protect my little brother and watch over him for me. March 11th, 1938. With Hans gone, Father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. March 20th, 1938. This morning I caught Father in the drawing room installing a coffin on a trestle. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth is he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence and a permanent black continuance. March 13th, 1938. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with the coffin, surrounded by huge candles, has become a veritable funeral chamber. March 14th, 1938. This is ghastly. I have just understood what Father was up to. This morning, the priest came to pray before the coffin, and I finally caught on. Father is in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? March 16th, 1938. In the madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows even more cold and calculating. He contacted his old friend, Dr. Schmal, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he spun. Excuse me. English. March 17th, 1938. Hans' funeral has been officially held next Sunday. Will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbid me to attend. The sordid masquerade. I was about to say charade, but it's masquerade, excuse me, makes me feel ill. But I cannot denounce the subterfuge, or else I will display my father's mental instability to the world. The shame would kill him. That much is certain. March 23rd, 1938. I have to get away, far, far away. April 23rd, 1938. No, I will not leave. I have thought long and hard. My life is here next to my father. He needs me too much now. The factory needs me because Father is incapable of running it now. Besides, I can only find peace of mind among Hans' robots. And how shall I know when he has sent me new ones, if I am not at home to receive them? No, I shall not leave. My destiny is to remain here and keep watch. Oh, Anna. Anna. Why do I keep calling her Anna? Oh, Anna. Oh, I need to take the paper. Momo.
Thank you. Momo happy. Now follow Momo. Momo show his secret to Kate.